Evilslothman here, back for another vid. Yes. And with me is Cyberlanky.
Hello everybody. It's been a while. I'm too lazy to put this on my own channel, so I'm just going to dump it on his instead.
No dumping. Pish. Right. We're going to do a joint pickups. Just a few little things that we've picked up, well, for Cyberlanky's case.
For me, it's basically pre and post Christmas. I'm a bit behind, but just the way it goes sometimes, you know.
So I'll start it off. And the first thing I picked up, there was something last week, which is Castlevania.
There we go.
Lords of the Shadow on the PS3. Now, I've heard a few good things of a few people. I'm sure Retro Gamer Daz, he did a big video on it, and he really liked it, and I'm sure he gave it a fairly glowing write-up when Retro Gamer came out with it. And so I've picked it up, and I've played it for a little bit just at the beginning there. First few missions, which is the first weird little bit about it, because it has missions, and
I don't know anything about it.
So it's a little bit weird in that way. It's like you're doing like these little 10-minute bites and everything, but good for me just because it doesn't take forever to go places. You just have like about 10-15 minutes and you're into the next little bit, and the graphics are really good. Controls are taking a little bit of getting used to, but it's probably just more because I haven't really played many games like this. But it is really good so far, so I'm quite enjoying that.
Okay, the first two here, both for the 360. First one I show is got Halo Reach, which is actually the first Halo game I played properly. I did play 3 in ODST.
Yeah.
But this is Reach is the first time that I found the one-player campaign to be fun. It's much more involving and much more fluid in a way as well.
Yeah. Well, 3 had its moments.
Yeah, but there was just something.
ODST was dull.
Yes, this makes up for it.
Yeah, in the final fight of that was just, let's see how much shit we can throw at you. No.
Yeah, the other one I do for a moment is Fallout New Vegas, which surprised me at how insanely complicated it is and the amount of plot threads that just go all over the place. I mean, this is going to take a lot of replays to get basically an idea of how everything works, but it's buggy as hell.
Yes.
The amount of glitches and people flying off the screen, dogs skyrocketing, enemies disappearing, and general insaneness that I've come across. But I really enjoyed it. I love Fallout 3 and that was really good, but I'm going to have to leave it quite a while before I go back to it. There's so much going on.
Right. Next. He knows what it is. Right, next pickup. I just picked this up today. I was down in town very quickly actually. I went down very briefly, dropped into game, and found this for £8.85 pre-owned, and I'm like, that was very cheap for this game. And that is Metroid Other M, which a lot of people have issues with, and I'm not going to say that they don't annoy me, but really only it boils down to 2 issues. One, it's quite short, and it fairly modest.
Yeah,
it carries your hand basically through a lot of it. And 2, the story,
the characterization and the butchering and raping of the character.
Yeah, all that stuff. But as we all know that, and it's cheap.
Yeah.
And we can
brace ourselves.
We can brace ourselves for this. It's okay. We can work our way around it. It'll be fine. But as I say, it was really, really quite cheap. And then inside, I've got the receipt because I have pre-ordered a 3DS in game as well, which they wouldn't let you pre-order a color. They just said it was going to be for like first come, first served.
But you'll get a pink one.
It's only going to be the blue or the black.
That'll be a pink.
Unless,
especially for
I better know. I was like that with Game Boy Advance. Remember the Game Boy Advance first came out? The only one you could ever find was a bloody pink one.
I got the see-through.
I got the see-through blue
one.
Yeah, but there was a see-through pink one as well, and I nearly got it. And I was like, I hate pink as a colour. Really, really do. All right.
I got next two for me. Next one's on the 360 again. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit.
I want that game.
Is insanely fun. I have Burnout 1 and 2 on the GameCube, and I played it was Burnout Paradise on the PS3, and I saw this. They had it on a little bit of a discount. I also used my game card as well to get more off it, so I actually paid less than 20 quid for this within its first week of release. It's just great fun. It's stupid minus fun, and it's great to actually be able to play as the police for once to get that. Next one as well is on the original Xbox, which is backwards compatible with the 360, but very hard to get working.
I've heard there's a lot of glitches with that.
There's a lot of glitches, but I have succeeded in getting it started, and that's Silent Hill 2, one of the all-time classics. I mean, regardless of survival horror genre, it's
the best one out of the lot. It's the
best Silent Hill game, and it's just a classic in general. It's one of the best storylines in any survival horror game, or any game, in fact. My sister has it on the PS2. I don't have a PS2, but 360, it is backwards compatible, but God, it's difficult to get it to work. But I have done it.
Right, okay, the last thing I'm going to pick up is just something magazine-wise I've picked up recently, which is part of the Retro Gamer series. It's the Video Games Hardware Handbook Volume 2. Now, I have Volume 1, it's just up there, is it? There we go. There's Volume 1. And both of them are basically really good overviews of consoles and that. So if you just want to know something about the basic history of the console and a few good games to pick up for it, this is absolutely perfect for it. Tells you basically, so you have your consoles, you'll list it up and say, well, there's the Amiga CD32 there, and it'll list 10 perfect games for the Amiga CD32 that you could go and pick up. And these were all put in Retro Gamer, but they've been taken out of these features and put into this magazine, and I absolutely could lose myself for hours just reading this.
I did like the fact that they only put a perfect 5 for the 32X.
Yes, I thought
that was quite funny.
But yes, and I got it half price as well. It was $4.99.
Fair enough.
In W.H. Smith.
Last two for me. A GameCube double. As you know, I'm going for a GameCube collection. Simpsons double. Hit and Run and Road Rage, which I got off eBay for a combined price of £16, which isn't too bad for what they are. And they're
both the Crazy Taxi color.
That's the big Crazy Taxi. Road Rage is the Crazy Taxi color. That's got a bit more of a slight story to it.
Oh, right.
They're both good fun. I've heard a lot of good things about them. They're well received. And say a guy was on eBay was selling them both. Had another furious eBay auction battle, but I prevailed yet again. So they're a nice addition. I think they'd be quite a good addition to the collection. I also got another game which I haven't brought out.
What?
Somewhere. I'll be back in a second.
Okay. I will do a dance or something. Speedy.
Yes.
Efficiency.
Star Wars Jedi Outcast, again on the GameCube. Picked that up off eBay for probably more than I should have.
What was it again?
14 pounds.
Yeah,
a bit much.
Yeah, it was a bit much.
But, I saw it. Decent condition. Box is pretty good. Little bit. One of the clips is missing.
Yeah.
On the inside.
A little bit tatty around the edges there.
I don't know much about this game, so it should be.
It's first person shooter.
So.
Well, it's kind of first person, but you can make it third. But
you got a nice picture in third person there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was fun. God, I needed that. Good exercise.
Yeah. Okay. So that's basically all the pickups done for that. What's coming next video-wise? We're probably going to do a little co-op play. As you know, Cyberlanky's been going through playing a lot of the Donkey Kong Country games and going through.
Oh yeah, that's the point. I will get around to finishing off Donkey Kong Country 2 as soon as I get comments from SNES-tastic on the 2 episodes that he has not watched. I was doing the challenge for his benefit.
Oh, good grief.
So I refused to do any more because I got pissed off at the game as well. It's the last level, it's Toxic Towers.
Yes, it's
pissed me off too much. But that's on its way.
But as I was saying, with that, and playing through Donkey Kong Country, now I've just picked up Donkey Kong Country Returns, so we thought we'd play a little bit of us together on the co-op version of it, and we'll see how that goes.
Yeah,
It should be fun. It should be fun. So that should be coming up in the next few days.
Hopefully.
And, yeah, hopefully. And until then, this is Evilslothman
Cyberlanky.
out.